they're the most clever or skillful.
Good morning, Palawan. They're not kimono dragons, they're monitor lizards. Good morning from Puerto Princesa and Palawan in the Philippines. In this video, we are going to share with you where we are staying, some of the foods we ate, and the excursions that we went on to. So join us now as we take you on a tour through Puerto Princesa.
Taking my chances along with my
Did you know that the Philippines has like 7,600 islands? Well, they tell me when it's low tide. But all kidding aside, they have over 7,000 islands. And these islands are grouped into like 3 districts. So there's the northern group, which Manila belongs to, the middle group, where Palawan, this island, belongs to, and then there's a southern group as well. Well, we are in the middle group. We are in Palawan. We are excited to share all this stuff with you guys. We flew right into this beautiful sunset as we took a late flight from Manila to Palawan. And here is the moon. Welcome to Puerto Princesa in Palawan. We opted for a shared ride from the airport to our hotel because of the cost. So in the city of Puerto Princesa, we transferred from one van to another van and we headed out on our 1.5-hour ride out from Puerto Princesa over to Sabang Beach, heading out to our hotel, the 4 Points by Sheraton. It was very dark, no street lights. It was a long ride. Good morning from Sabang Beach into Puerto Princesa, right here into Palawan. Today's excursion is going to take us to the Underground River. This is like the main thing to do when you're right here into the Sabang area, Puerto Princesa. We're going out on one of these little boats. They take us around, and the cave goes under and through that mountain. That mountain is called the Sleeping Giant. So we are going under there into the boat. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited, as always. This is our group, and we are heading off. Our boat is Angel. I think that's a good name.
Guys, this is just only a ferry boat just to get to the other side for about like half an hour. Okay, so this is what we call motorized bangka or motorized boat. It's a prototype one, and the engine it's low displacement. I would say like 14 or 15 cubic per centimeter, like cc, 15 cc. So what I'm trying to say is the engine is quite noisy. All right, but then again, this is just only a ferry boat just to get to the other side. Right, for about like half an hour, because the mouth of the cave, it's over there on the other side. And yes, let's roll. If I sign like this, means there's a sea turtles nearby, because this area is a protected area.
Ah, nice. The engines don't disturb the sea turtles?
Well, not that much.
Okay.
Yeah. They get used to it.
Yeah.
some problem in their boats.
Okay.
I think the engine. Ano yan? Ha? Bungot? Guys, we're gonna pull you.
Teamwork. We decided to leave that boat stranded. No, just kidding. There's help onto the way for that boat, so we are on our way to the underground river. Tickets for this excursion is just over $20, like between $20 and $25 a person, and there's lots of different tours going out all day long.
Okay? Just keep it with you because you're gonna use that inside the key. Alright?
This was just the ferry to get here. Now we're heading to the underground river part. He said where monkeys and lizards are the people. And we take a different boat to go to the underground river. And here is a monitor lizard. They told us they're not kimono dragons, they're monitor lizards. So cool. Somebody threw out some fish, I think, for them. Wow.
Oh, I saw it over there. See, in the middle of on the top of the roof. See,
Oh
over there,
yeah, all the way in the back.
right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's sitting right on the back of the roof. Yeah.
Nice. They're the most clever or skillful. They snatch everything.
Uh-oh.
Don't staring at them because it's a sign of aggression. Don't show your teeth like this. Oh, you're gonna be in trouble. For real. Okay, guys, this way, please.
We got to see a monitor lizard and a monkey as soon as we got on the island. In fact, the monkey is following us. First there was one, now there's two. No, three.
Sir, good morning. What language do you want to hear, sir?
And now we're getting on to the boat that will take us through the caves.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
May check yung 9 mo.
Tapos,
Tatlo mo kay Ate Abby.
okay, guys.
Ate Abby, may kasama yung tatlo ni Eko.
Okay, obviously, as I've said, the capacity of the boat is only good for 10. So, since we're 12, okay, 9 and 3. 3 of you will join to that boat. Proceed. Okay, and then the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right here. Follow me.
So we picked up these translator devices for every language that will give us, I guess, the history as we go through.
Working in. Working, sir. Music.
So they're synchronizing all the devices.
6, 7.
I'm good.
I hear music, yeah? The discovery of the Puerto Princesa Underground River's existence is credited to a group of local and foreign cavers and explorers in 1998, led by a Filipino expert named Dr. Melton Garcia, though local stories suggest it was known by the indigenous people of the area for a much longer time. The river runs 8.2 kilometers long underground and it flows into the South China Sea. But the river is only navigatable by boat up to 4.3 kilometers inland and features these amazing cave formations that we are about to see. Puerto Princesa Subterranean River right here in Palawan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and as of 2012, it is also one of the new 7 Wonders of Nature. In an effort to preserve this natural wonder, these tours are very silent, so there's no guide talking. That's why we got these audios for the tour in all different languages so that we could hear all about the caves along the way. But the guide does not talk at all. He just silently rows this boat all through these caves. And the first thing they told us is be careful looking up because there's a lot of bats in the cave, and do not open your mouth. So that was the one thing to remember. And as soon as we got into the cave, actually, we started seeing bats, because there's more bats right at the mouth of the cave than anywhere else, because at night they go out of the cave to hunt and then they come back in. So as soon as we got into the caves, there were bats flying like everywhere, like right over our heads. It was actually super cool. Formed over millions of years through water erosion of limestone, the river features spectacular cave formations with these stalactites and stalagmites. I mean, some of them are giant size, simply incredible. As we glided through the underground river, it got darker and cooler. Our boatman was not just staring us, but he was also pointing out some of the amazing rock formations hidden in these limestone caves. He would say, like, look over here, doesn't that one look like a giant mushroom? And he was right, because it did, but these were nature sculptures. And just above us, he said, look, this one is shaped like a cathedral dome. The way the rocks form makes it feel like you're floating through nature's own church. And then he said, on the left, that one's funny. The guy said it looked like corn on the cob. And really, it did look like corn on the cob. Now he said, if you squint a little bit, this next one resembles a horse's head. Can you see the horse's nose and ears? This was like so entertaining, and all quietly, because we were listening to this on our audio and just looking at the boatsman pointing it out with his headlight. The cave walls are so full of little surprises. Some look like vegetables, some look like animals, and others look like people. It was kind of funny finding the shapes, like when you look at the clouds and you see all the different shapes and clouds. This was kind of like going through this, except these took millions of years to form. By the time we reached the turning point into the cave, we had seen like fruit and faces and temples and all types of things carved out. There was even the shape of the Titanic, and that one really looked like the Titanic. This experience was like absolutely amazing. It made you feel so small into these massive caves. Definitely a memorable experience, and I highly recommend, if you are in Palawan, this is a must. Deep inside the underground river, life depends on something very surprising. bat droppings, also known as guano. Since sunlight can't reach in here, plants can't grow, so guano becomes the main source of food. Tiny bacteria and insects feed onto it, and in turn, fish, crabs, and other cave creatures feed on them. In fact, this one resource fuels an entire food chain, keeping the underground ecosystem alive and balanced. Without bat droppings, the river would be almost lifeless. So while this sounds not so glamorous, guano is truly the foundation of life in the darkness. Now I know why they told us keep our mouths closed, because they didn't want us to take any of this guano out with us, because it's so important to the ecosystem into this underground river. But this was super interesting. I learned something new, and I hope you did too. The entire guided tour through the cave took about 45 minutes. So you need to allot about 2 hours, because it's 30 minutes from the pier over to the cave and then back. So the entire thing takes about 2 hours, but through the caves is about 45 minutes. That was absolutely amazing, and everything is so well protected. There's no lights inside the cave. The only lights are onto the helmets of the guides, and it's completely silent. We all had audio in every language that you could choose, so the entire ride through the cave is completely silent. There's bats flying around everywhere all the time. You can hear their droppings. Now we got back, there's monkeys everywhere. Lots and lots. They're little ones. They're in trees all over. They told us don't interact with them because they can become a little bit aggressive and want to take your belongings. But they sure are cute.
Okay, guys.
So this is our new home in Palawan. This is Puerto Princesa, and we're here for 4 nights at the 4 Points by Marriott by Sheraton. Nice. And we got here at night, so we can't see the beach, but we know we're on the beach. Somewhere over there. We got here after the restaurant had closed, so we ordered room service, and we're thinking that this might be our first room service. Looks really good. We got pizza, Korean fried chicken, and some potato soup. Good morning, Palawan. It's such a beautiful day in this neighborhood. This resort, 4 Points by Sheraton, is amazing. I know I use that word a lot, but this is truly amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like new. Apparently it was taken over and redone, so it just opened back like less than 2 years ago. It's really beautiful, beautiful pool. And you're right next door to the little community, the little village. You can walk through the beach in just a few minutes, so it's so convenient. And the service here, oh my gosh, the service. These people are just wonderful. Incredible service. Heading out to go find a restaurant and breakfast. Breakfast is included in the room. This hotel is a little bit on the higher end of our budget. It was $145 a night, including breakfast, but it's an absolutely perfect location right here onto the beach, and the resort itself is just beautiful. So now let's go have some breakfast. This is a really big breakfast buffet with lots of choices. All the traditional breakfast foods. We had the cereals and the breads and the fruit and the eggs and meats. But in addition to all the traditional breakfast foods, there's also a big selection of local Filipino foods. So this way you get to try all the Filipino flavors, and then you can decide for dinner what you're going to have as far as your Filipino meal. But the food was really good, and the service is just excellent. The Filipino people, they can't do enough for you. They were awesome. These oats remind me the way my mom used to make them. They're so good. They brought us this healthy drink to try. It's cinnamon, lemon, honey, and ginger. And it tastes really good too. Off to explore the grounds now here at the hotel. These are the views from the beach looking back at the hotel. It's a beautiful resort, but here in Palawan, the views are just gorgeous because you're onto the beach and then you look back at the mountains. You're surrounded by the mountains. It's a beautiful beach. It's calm, warm. The water is super clear. This is picture postcard perfect. There's a huge Olympic-sized pool. I love this with the tanning beds into the water. It's so refreshing, especially onto a hot day. This is such a nice pool. Over on the other end, there's also a swim-up bar. And on the other side of the bar, the pool goes on and on. There's also some jacuzzis on the other side. It's just massive. I enjoy this pool. I just realized that this side of the bar also has pool. When we came in at night, I never even saw this side. This pool is massive and so many different jacuzzis. I guess a kiddie pool. Gorgeous. Also so beautiful by night. Look how pretty this is. The clouds are coming in and about to cover the mountain. That's on one side. And this is on the other side. Same thing. This morning with high tide, the water was like here. And now look how it's receded with the low tide. That That always amazes me.
This is also very entertaining in the low tide. These little crabs all over the beach digging their holes, but creating like artwork while they're digging their holes. So cute these are. I thought these were dancers practicing for a show or something, but then I found out it was a Zumba class. They invited me to come, but they were really good, so I didn't want to join in. But this is where I met Let. Let is the assistant to the general manager, and she was just awesome. In talking, I mentioned that in a month it was going to be our 10th anniversary. At dinner, here she was celebrating with cake and everything for our anniversary. That was such a sweet gesture. When in the Philippines, one must try their adobo. This was the adobo pork, and it was delish, very flavorful. It takes some real special skill to do what this guy is doing. There's no harness. He has no like clamps on his feet or anything on his hands. He's just climbing this tree bare hands, barefooted. I was absolutely amazed. I mean, the string that's hanging from behind, I'm not sure what the purpose is because it's not going to help him if he falls. My heart was in my mouth looking at him going up this tree. But on the next hand, I was also absolutely fascinated by this. I've only seen this a couple times, but this is the tallest coconut tree I've seen climb like this before. Isn't he just incredible? But I'm thinking about how yummy those coconuts are going to be.
Yesterday we watched these coconuts being picked. We saw the guy climb the tree, pick the coconuts, and it was so sweet. Today when I came out, the server said, "Oh, would you like to try the coconuts we picked yesterday?" These people here are just amazing. Every morning they bring us some type of little healthy juice. This one has orange, pineapple, lemon, ginger, and a little bit of chili today.
I love small communities. These fishermen had just come in with their nets full of little fish, and everybody was helping to pick the little fish out. Everywhere I walked, like everybody was helping each other. It was so cool. I come from a small island, small community, so this was dear to my heart. If you are looking for like a small place, small community, I highly recommend this here. This is actually Sabang Beach. I keep saying Puerto Princesa, but it's Sabang Beach.
That is teamwork.
Beautiful colors. Huh?
Yeah. They got these little tunas. They went out with this boat right over here. Our hotel is just right down the beach from the little town, and it is a very little town, but it's where you come to take the tours out to the underground river, so it was super convenient for us. When you travel in rainy season, you deal with the rain. You don't complain about it. You just grab your umbrella and go. This food car and bike is for sale. I'm trying to tell my honey that we could start a little business here into Palawan, right here in Puerto Princesa on the beach. I mean, I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? Because he's not going for it. We found this cute little spot, La Casa. So this is a little adventure, trekking through the beach at night from the hotel to go into the little village. Today we found this really cute, cool little restaurant. Food is good, prices are good. It's So that's why we trekked across the beach in the dark, heading back to this same restaurant. And there it is, La Casa.
We're back.
We're back. And she saved a spot for us. We like this restaurant because it has a mixed menu. It has a combination of Filipino food and German food. My honey had really good schnitzel here. Yummy schnitzels. Bam. We both have schnitzel for dinner.
This reminded me of my island. I didn't have enough cash and she didn't take credit cards, and she said, no problem, just come back and pay me tomorrow. I felt like I was home in Saba and it felt really good.
It's a beautiful sunny day on this side, right? But here comes the rain. So we're out catching the rays before the rain. And I wanted to show you how clear this water is. It's super warm as well. The tide is going out. In the morning the tide is high, but it's starting to go out. By 6 o'clock it'll be way out here, where you can walk and walk and walk. It's just soft sand, not even one little pebble to hurt your feet. It's just perfect. Look at the amazing heart-shaped cloud lined up right in between the palm trees. Wow, wow. Rains a lot, but everywhere have covered walkways, and they have umbrellas everywhere as well. But you can get to your room and the beach and the office and everything under the covered walkways. Very convenient. I was walking to the office and look at this little bat hanging here. Look at his little toes hanging from the tree. Oh my goodness, it's like 3:45 in the afternoon, so he's still napping. I thought maybe he was dead, but his ears were moving. How cute is that? Oh, I think his eyes are open though.
While sitting outside working on my YouTube video, along came this little kitty. He's just looking for some attention.
We are becoming really good friends. Yeah, we're having a drink together at a bar. It's Monday morning here in Sabang Beach, and everybody's out already. The buses, I found out that this big bus is actually a local bus, not a tour bus. It goes in and out to the town of Puerto Princesa. Everybody's coming for the tours now. I am having a hard time this morning dragging my feet to leave this beach here. So beautiful. Every day is so beautiful. Every time we come to a beach, I always say to my honey, we should see what a monthly rate is here. Look at this. Oh my. Wouldn't you want to stay? So pretty. Warm, clear. Warm, crystal clear water. Resort right here on the beach with those mountains as a backdrop. Dang. Palawan should have been called Paradise. Paradise One.
Saying goodbye to the amazing staff here at 4 Points by Sheraton and this beautiful spot here onto Sabang Beach into Palawan. But don't worry, the adventure does not end here, because we are heading north from Puerto Princesa north to El Nido for some more beautiful adventure here into the Philippines. So as always, thank you guys for watching and hanging till the end, and we will see you next week. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like, and share with a friend.